users and managers and admins. And at that point, it was like, whoa, let's say let everybody celebrate right away. Create, give my flowers, and that was, let's see, this is the August 16th. August 16th. Yeah, wow. Let's talk about the same day. Is that okay? At light speed. Sure. So that just made sense at the time. And date. Yeah, I could have put it on the same. Oh yeah, why ain't I leaving? And so much has happened though, man. Since then, it's like 40 different things Give My Flowers is doing right now. I'll be getting to that later. This is the Computer World Modern Inc. story, which, you know, that may be part of the extended. Flowers, but we will tell you what it is doing now at its core as a whole. The other ones. Oh, established 2021. First online presence 2022. June 1st. Establishment as a customer in November 2022. And we got multitudes times of customers in March 2023. Minus the demos. So Computer World Modern Give Me Flowers update. So we update our current input and add and edit our current input. Give My Flowers. So Give My Flowers now. I guess we will dive. Give My Flowers. Give ended up becoming a worldwide hosting company. But not only a worldwide hosting company, I'll get into that later. Maybe like we can host other people's celebrations, what they're proud about. All right, but we also if you are looking to do what we did, and how we grew bigger, we are a reseller. So you can start your own, and you can start for others if you're looking to get paid or start your own company. So that's Give My Flowers, is giving an opportunity and a chance for others through hosting services, web design. We leaving that up to Makebands, but it's all one. Computer World Modern Inc. Give My Flowers is just an exemplification of the branch that we have for our software, Computer World Modern Inc. So yeah, go over there, dive over there. My suggestion would be pick the first option hosting package. It's $9.99 a month. On that hosting package, you can do let's say what we did to get started. What's the difference between $250 and $9.99 a month? Well, the difference is there is no price changes. You don't look forward to your price ever going up from $9.99 a month. At ours, at starting at $250, sure, our price more than 3 times went up. So yeah, we're paying that now, you know, but that's the only difference. I think $250 ended in 3 months, so I got like for 3 months I got to try it, I think, or 1 month. Got to try it for $250. But they didn't talk to me like this. I had to figure it out on my own. So the benefit is you have somebody tell you what you can do as you can learn it at the same time. So you can know what you're getting, you know somebody else is using it, it works. But if you don't need any help, you can find something, a great deal out there. And you can still dive over to the Computer World Modern Inc. story and get yourself some help. And you get right and you sure that you want to get started, then Give My Flowers is a great place to go and do that as a part. Back to Makebands. That is that great part of the computer story. So, flowers later. Forgive my flowers. So, Give My Flowers. I'll do a quick look, of course, of the blog. But they have we, Computer World Modern Inc. Give My Flowers. They have tons of themes, over like 250, 300, 500, 800 different themes. You can mix and match that. You multiply that times 10 to 100, and that's a different options and styles you can possibly come up with your own custom pictures and colors and fonts, videos. And then we have courses. We have the ability where we show you how to get into this hosting, with courses and tutorials, web design, advertisement coming, and it's even, we have a whole section for developers, a whole section for business owners, and then we have an area for connecting. So we talk about all those separate things later, and then we got what we call that e-commerce. We got some e-commerce sites for auto parts. And we got beauty supplies. Here, demos. So, as we'll talk about later, you asked, where I thought you were a software, web design software company. Sure we are. It's here. See that? Let's go. It's a lot. Design web profitability platform that we created for designers to be found by customers and developers to get listed. Designers. Yeah. So Computer Remodeling will be focusing on more of a web presence to help customers get their websites and software applications up and running a lot more. At the moment, you see where we started a year ago. Customers and share the story of Computer World Modern Inc. now at this moment, after building it up so far and looking forward to the next part of the story. It's a critical moment and opportunity. At the electronics page, we got to look to upgrade the Apple Vision Pro has been talked about, and we update for future sharing and reaching an audience to help them find the Apple Vision Pro products from Computer World Modern Inc. To be a part of it. So just I'll put a lot in, I put a lot into June, so it's okay. Right. June, 22nd. So this could be the 22nd. June 21. It's the first one, 21. Or the filing date. Okay. So convert this. Find yourself and add to the channel. Convert this to startup. So in the startup channel, the business filings, the steps, get my flowers. So after getting my flowers, unfortunately, when you have a lot going on, even when you have a little going on, you will face challenges, and if you don't, just keep preparing so that you don't. Our preparation in our software went with security and management, infrastructure training, years ago, and we put them in place every time we design or build software, and with the infrastructure that we choose, with the hardware that we choose, and service outages happen, and you prepare for these with backups of your assets, so that you are prepared to deal with these. And even doing so, there's even more that you can do to prepare against outages, attacks, and so that's writing secure code, passwords, sharing, not dealing with that email phishing, being careful links you open up, pages you visit, downloads, system, the hardware which you log in with, devices, the areas, the networks that you choose. So it's tons of levels, and at each level, you should and hope to, and if possible, have in place adequate security at each level. And at a level, well, okay. So we had to mitigate against undetected cyber attacks and create a ironclad defense against anonymous, untraced, and tracked attacks. So we worked together and sought out to create a software that's called Band Shield. This was due to the incident that Makebands had been compromised with the internal documents disappearing or being removed or deleted. So to combat against unauthorized and undetected instances of unbeknown actors, we prepared and established an authorization, multi-factor security PIN. So this system is used off-site and has nothing to do with Makebands, and is ran separately as a whole nother company and entity, and can serve the same purpose for multiple sites and softwares and applications and services. So since we've installed Band Shield onto Makebands with the simple API page plugin, we have had, fortunately, none of the same unknown, untracked, monitored incidents. So we're happy that it's working. We keep up with yet another layer of working out of necessity, and we're happy with that data, and that leads us to part of the world story where you began to develop Band Shield. So you can look that up, see when that came out. What I like about Band Shield as a developer is it didn't see it is not even like 6 months old. Let's give it up, Band Shield. Give it up for Band Shield. Band Shield came about this year, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? All right. Computer makes Band Shield. Okay. Oh yeah, see, it got more expensive. If you were paying attention, 2 years when the year, 2 years when it started, $250. Now, 13. So, different numbers, things change, and if you still like that $9.99 price, still say it fits you. So, Computer World Band Shield, give my flowers. Band Shield, hosting, registration. It's getting more expensive there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. This was the actual front-facing software implementation. So believe it or not, give it up for Computer World Modern Inc. Band Shield was the first migration to our very own Give My Flower hosting. How about that? How about that? Host it on Give My Flowers. So, if you're not convinced, even the security layer software is working on our own hosting. See, that's a great thing. That's something to be confident about right there. We can get into the details of Band Shield later, and then we can get into like the heavy documentation, and we get into the like soft documentation on the website. Welcome to Computer World Modern Inc. Story. How can we help you? Let's take off. Oh, this Band Shield. these are preferably 6 characters and more. You can put a password on there, and all can be password protected. Need a password to view this, so it's up to you. It's optional every time. I ended up coming hard with Band Shield in March. Cybersecurity, authentication solutions. Let's jump right AP. But for the most part, everything else is very understandable. So this little piece of script right here is code. That's about 100 characters, 200. This is what we put in to our page every time that you see we log in, add a band pin. It does some checking to see if it exists and if it's correct. It replies and lets them know if it failed or succeeded, and that's how every application, Makebands included, will let users log in upon it succeeding and not when it fails. So it's been working like rice in the rice cooker since. Yeah, so that's Band Shield. Oh man, so glad you made it to this part of the story. We're halfway through. If you are familiar with the rest of the story, then you know what to look forward to coming up next, as we talk about more that has been created due to pressure and convenience and moderation of innovation, such as from Band Shield and beyond. And we'll finally get into how our web design company is going, because what better for our story of having a hosting company and building your own sites than to be able to help others with theirs in that position. So the story continues, and you'll see how we got to this point of producing this video on the next one.